Hi guys. I'm hoping that you guys can see the mat better than myself. Let me just, why don't you guys come in and just tell me where you're from, and hopefully you guys can see the table better than you can see my face. Because that's the important part. Let me just check here on my iPad. Okay, let me see if it's kind of come up. Okay, it looks like you guys could see, it looks like you guys can see the project pretty well on the table. So let me see if I move it up a little bit, if I can get my face in there really quick. Nope. That's okay. I'll just kind of stand at a slant because it's actually, oh my goodness, we've got the whole thing showing now. Okay, sorry, you guys are like seeing the light. It looks like you can still see part of it from the bottom there, but I think we're gonna be okay. If you've never met me before, my name is Megan Crandall, and my company is Wishing Well Wreaths. And I love creating things. It's just so fun. It's so enjoyable. I've been making wreaths for a long time, and I just love it. I love to teach it. I got a degree in elementary education, so I love to teach. It's really fun. We've made some really fun things here. If you like doing tutorials, I do 2 tutorials a week. I do them on Tuesdays and Saturdays usually. This one is a special one because my ebook, this is the last night of my launch party celebration. I had an ebook, and it's called The Ultimate Wreath Maker's Guide, and it has like 8 hours of tutorials. It has photos and instructions. It comes with a free Facebook group. It has a vendor list of where I get all my cute signs and things like that. And you also get a 10% discount off your first item with all of those vendors. So anyway, I tried to put everything in one place. It's easier that way. And so tonight is the last night you can get it for the sale price. And so it's $27.99 tonight if you use the coupon code BOOK10. Okay, and that's all in caps. Okay, BOOK10, all in caps. And no spaces. If you use that and go to my Etsy shop at Wishing Well Wreaths, you can get it for the $27.99 price. So anyway, so that is, I love to teach, love to do it. And if you want to, go ahead, like my page. If you want to share this, I would appreciate it. Lets me know what kind of things you like, and if you share it on your timeline, you can actually go back and you'll know where it is, so you can keep watching it. So anyway, let's get started on tonight's project. So I am, oh yay, Susan, you just got my book. How exciting. I hope I don't disappoint. Okay, so tonight, okay, I've never done this before. It's a brainchild of mine. But I hope it's going to turn out cute, okay? So, I am going to be making a turkey wreath, okay? And I'll show you all the stuff I got. You can get most of the stuff at Hobby Lobby. So if you want to make one, you can, if it turns out good, which we hope. Yes, Debbie, you do have to buy the you have to buy the ebook to get into my Facebook group. You can like my page here though, and that's for free. But yeah, for that special one, you need to get the book. But so anyway, this fun turkey wreath. Again, it's a brainchild. I hope it works. Let me show you all of like what I got. So if it turns out good, you guys can get the same stuff. So anyway, I got this sign, and it was, this is this really cute little turkey, and I got it at Hobby Lobby, except it was attached to, like a yard stake, and that's, if you ever find, like, signs and things that are really fun, but yet they're attached to, like a metal pole, you know, that you would, like, stick into the ground, or, you know, a wooden stake that, you know, would stick in the ground. They make really, really good centerpieces for wreaths. And all you have to do is just, like, pop off the back, and then you can use it in your wreath. So that's a little trick. But he came with a little welcome sign. So you can use it. I'm not going to be using the welcome sign in the project, but I'll use it in a different project. So, okay, so that's the turkey, and I got the turkey from Hobby Lobby. And then just your normal wreath frame. And I have this plastic canvas, and this stuff is really cool. I'm going to be able to put like pipe cleaners through this, and be able to add mesh in the center. And I really want to be able to do that with him tonight, since number one, it's a really heavy sign, and so it's going to have more of a tendency to smash my mesh. And so it's kind of nice to have the backing there, because it's going to kind of hold it forward a little bit. So this is, oh my gosh, needlepoint canvas. I think that's what it is. You can get it back in like the embroidery and sewing section. So I got the sign, and then this, everything from Hobby Lobby so far. I got this burlap, however, from Craft Outlet, and I got the dark, and it's called poly jute mesh. It's not exactly the same as burlap. It has a little bit of a resiny type feel, a little bit of a plasticky type feel, which just means that it can hold up better in the weather. And so I have a roll of the poly jute mesh with this, and you could just do it using this color. I thought I might blend these two together and see if it works. Hopefully, we'll see. and then this is the method to my madness. So I have so I have these colors. So I have these colors, okay, that I got. I got this color at Hobby Lobby. It's kind of like a maroon. I think you can actually get this dark brown at Hobby Lobby. You can get the orange there. You can get the orange at Hobby Lobby. And then I have like this lighter cream. And and the green I got somewhere else, but if you wanted to, you could use a green from Hobby Lobby. So and then I have a burlap, and I got the burlap actually from Hobby Lobby too. So, that's what I'm using for the feathers. And I'm going to show you the ruffle technique tonight and the spiral technique. So you get to learn 2 methods. And then the last thing that I got, I was walking through Hobby Lobby today and I was like, oh, you know how you go into the store and then you see something and all of a sudden you're like, you have this brilliant idea. So I saw this bush, this grass bush, and I was like, oh my gosh, that is going to match perfectly with my project. And I'm like, maybe I'll just, like intertwine some of this in with the feathers and make him look, really woodsy. And, it really matches perfectly. So, yeah, I just kind of, go and find fun things. And so anyway, let's get started on this. I am going to be using, okay, so this thing right here, I'm going to tell you right now, because you'll want to know. This thing right here, this is called a Bowdabra, okay? You can get these at Walmart. You can get them at Hobby Lobby. You can get them on eBay. You can get them on Amazon. It's called a Bowdabra. It's the real use for it is to help you make bows, but I hold my mesh in here, and I help it hold my ribbon. So these are really cheap. They're nice to have, especially if you have problems with carpal tunnel or holding ribbon for bows or anything like that. These are really nice. So that's what this is called, okay? This is called a Bowdabra, okay? And I'm going to be using it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, my thought is I'm going to do half of the, this half of the wreath base with my, my burlap and ruffles. And then I'm going to do the other half. I'm going to do the spirals technique, and we're going to have his feathers up here. Okay, so that's my brainchild. And hopefully it turns out. And just so you know, so all I did with the plastic canvas, so it kind of comes like this, except mine was in this wasn't quite big enough to fill up the whole square. So I got a big sheet, and then, I just kind of cut it to, I just kind of cut the edges so it kind of, it fits as good as I can. So, hi guys. I hope it's going to look awesome, Christina. Well, so now you guys know what I want to envision in my head. Okay, so let's get started. What I'm going to do is, in every tie, when you do the ruffle technique, this is called the Ruffle Method, and you put 3, I usually put 3 pieces in each tie. I think it gives it a lot fuller. I like having fuller wreaths. It's just, kind of how I am. So I think what I'm going to do is I've got some of this brown, and so I'm going to probably put one of these inside each one. Let me see how many I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I have 10 of these, so we'll be good. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 2 of the burlap, and then I'm going to put one of the darker ones in with it. And I'll just kind of rotate it around. Okay, so to do the ruffle technique, what I did, like before you guys got here, I cut my mesh. And let me see if I can see where, if I have like a 10-inch roll somewhere. Okay, so it comes in like these 10-inch size rolls, and all you do is you cut them 10 inches in length. So all I did was I sat here and I rolled it out, and I used my my little rotary cutter, and I just cut it at every 10 inches. So now I have a square that's 10 by 10. Okay, so that's how I did that. So then all you're going to do is you're going to take your piece, and you're going to have it, you know, with the curly side going down, and you just stick it down there. I like to fold mine just a little bit on the edge just to give me something to grab. So I fold it under a little bit, and then all you do is you just scrunch it up in between your fingers like this, and it makes a little ruffle, okay? Kind of like a little bow tie. And then I'm just going to stick it in here and let that hold it for me while I make another one. So on this one, I think I'm going to put the brown in between, okay? So again, all you do is you're just taking put it face down, okay? And just make a little, fold it under just a little bit. And then scrunch it up through the middle. Okay, so I've got my cute little bow tie here. Okay, then I'm just going to, you know, put that one in there. So now I've got two. And then here's my third one. And again, I'm just going to make a little, fold there. And then I'm just squishing it up through my fingers. Okay? And that's all you're doing. This is actually, I think, the easiest technique to learn out of all of the different techniques of deco mesh. So then I'm just going to pull them out of the Bowdabra and find a twist tie. And I usually start with the bottom twist ties first, and then I move up into the middle. So you just find a twist tie, and then you pull it around it, and then you just twist. And you can twist these ones pretty tightly because I'm not going to go back and add ribbon. I'm just going to, because we're going to be, this is just kind of like his body. Okay, so now we're just going to do the same thing again. Okay, so I'm just going to take my burlap, and hi guys! I'm glad you guys could join me tonight. I am actually making a really fun turkey wreath. It's a brainchild, so I really hope it turns out. Oh, thanks, Anita. I'm glad you like the way I explain things. Hi, Connie. I'm glad you guys are joining me tonight. So I'm just going to stick this ruffle down here again and fold under the first part, and then just, you know, scrunch it up in my hands and stick it in there. And then this time I'm going to have the this darker color, I'm going to have it be on the top. And I really like working with this kind of mesh. It's called Poly Jute mesh, and it has that burlap look to it, but it also has like a plasticky feel to it. So you get, it's the best of both worlds. It can go outside and not, you know, lose its shape and look yucky. So I have 3 in here, so I just pulled them out of my Bowdabra, and then I'm just gonna find my next twist tie, and I'm just gonna stick all of them in there, and then I'm just gonna close up the twist tie. So it's really, really easy. You know, I'm always like, if you could measure to, you know, 12, you can do the poof technique. If you can measure to 10 and do a bread tie, you can do the ruffle technique. It's really not that hard to get the mesh on there. The mesh and the ribbon are not hard. The hard part comes when you start adding flowers and different other items. That's when it can get a little bit harder. But putting the mesh on, it's not that hard. You can do it. I believe in you. I know you can do it. Okay, so I'm just continuing to just do the ruffles. I'm going to take the brown in there. Hi, Beverly. How are you doing? You're from Idaho. Connie, I am making a turkey wreath. I am hoping that he turns out. That is what I am doing. He's the brainchild right now. So yes, that is what I am making. I am making a turkey. And I really love this Bowdabra. You know, I've had it up there for like 2 or 3 years, and I've just never really used it. And then somebody, I don't even know who it was that I saw, somebody used it and to hold their mesh. And I was like, that is a brilliant idea. Whoever came up with that was a brilliant idea. And so it just kind of spread, and now all of us do it. But like I said, you don't have to have one. You could put them in one at a time. You could use a chip clip to hold them together. You could use clothespins. You don't have to have this thing. Oh, good. You went and got one, huh, Debbie? Good for you. Is this a kit? No, this is just something I kind of put together on my own. I don't really sell kits. I'll show you what I do. I have a lot of different videos because I do tutorials 2 times a week. So if you want to, you can go and look in my videos section on my Facebook page, and there's a lot of fun things that we've made on there. So if you want some ideas on what to make and what looks good together, you can go back and look through the videos. And to find the videos, all you do is you go to the left-hand part of the screen, and there's going to be some words there. And the first word is going to say home. And then the second word is going to say posts. And then the third one is videos. And you're going to click on the videos, and it'll open up, and it'll have all the videos I've ever done on there. So if you want to, and you need some good ideas, then that's where you can find some. So, oh, you're welcome, Ginger. Thanks for saying thank you. And if you guys, if you like what you see, if you want to go ahead and like my page, and share this, that's kind of my tip jar, and I appreciate it when you do it. And it kind of lets me know which ones you like and which ones you don't. I think next time I might show you guys how to do the burlap ruffle wreath. And that's a totally different kind of wreath. And I'll show you the burlap I'm going to use for it. Thanks, Billy, for sharing. I appreciate it. I appreciate it greatly. And one of the common questions I get asked a lot is, where do I buy my mesh? That's also something that's in the book. I tell you, like, where to get stuff, where do I shop, where are the best places to, you know, like, find mesh, who comes out with what first as far as the seasons go. So I have that in my book too. But there's usually, it's kind of what I call the big three. I usually get my stuff either at Craft Outlet. Well, these are the online places. Of course, Hobby Lobby. But I use Craft Outlet, Creative Gift Packaging, and Trendy Tree. Those are the ones I usually use. Yes, I'm doing the bottom first. Oh, thanks for the hearts, guys. I appreciate it. Makes me feel like I'm doing an okay job up here. And if you have a business license, Sims Pottery is a really good place to buy stuff too. So, I promised myself, I'm like, I need to get my Christmas stuff out and put Halloween away. I promised myself I wouldn't let myself buy anything until I looked at what I already had in my stash. So that's kind of the smart thing to do is you buy stuff when it goes on clearance. So coming up here, they're going to have all the fall stuff go on clearance and Halloween. And that's when you want to buy it because then when the year comes around again, you're going to have all of your supplies and you got it for really cheap. So then you're going to have your woohoo moment, your woohoo shopping moment. Okay, so all I've done so far is I did half of the outer ring with the burlap, okay? So now, I'm going to do the inner ring. And we'll see how fluffy the turkey looks. So if you guys have any questions, oh, I'm glad you guys I'm glad you got the ebook. I hope I don't disappoint. Kind of the way the ebook works is, I teach you everything. I don't just teach you the wreathing methods. Like, I'll teach you how to attach a sign. So, like, tonight we're using a really heavy wooden sign. So I teach you how to prepare the sign. So I had to use eye hooks on it. So I teach you that in the book. If you have a heavy sign, this is how you attach it and this is how you prepare it. So that would be one section. And there would be pictures and then there would be you'd see my cute little face and you would click on it and it would show you me visually on a tutorial doing that actual thing. So it's more than just my face. I mean, it's more than just, well, let me teach you the spiral technique or let me teach you the ruffle technique. So that's kind of how the book works. I kind of wanted everything for you guys in one spot. I know I tend to, I find something out or learn something, and I don't know if you're like me, but I tend to find old envelopes and old homework pages from the kids that are left around, and I write it down on there, and then I completely forget where it was. So that's why I wanted it to have everything in one spot. Oh, that's cool, Irene. You scored. You did a ribbon score, huh? I love it when I score ribbon, and it is not expensive. If you've never watched me before, I usually tell you the Sam's secret. that if you go to Sam's Club, you can get 50-yard rolls of ribbon for $7. So, and that's during Christmas. So what you want to do is stock up and buy different types of ribbons that you can use all year round. So red and white. Red and white is perfect for Valentine's Day, and red and white goes really well for 4th of July. You know, so some of it is obviously going to be Christmas, and you can only use it for Christmas, but a lot of the other ones you can use for a long time, and so it's a really good deal. Oh, Andrea's going to the thing. Oh, Terry, thank you. Your girls like to watch me. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad I'm not boring. Okay. That was very sweet. I appreciated it. Oh, okay. That was a good point, Diana. Sorry. So on the code, so tonight is the last night for my ebook to get the $10 off. And so the code is capital, you spell out the word book. It's all in capitals, and then the number 10, not the word 10, okay? So you don't get confused. It's book 10, it's the number 10, okay? So, and I also have a tutorial out, like we did this cute little witch broom. This was another one of those things that I was like, a brainchild, I hope it works, but it looks really fun. So I have a tutorial out for that too. That one's only $9.99 if you want to learn how to do that one. So, alright, we're almost done here. Just trying to keep my pattern with the dark ones versus the light ones. Oh, Billy? Yeah, you do. You guys all come on and tell me where you're from, and I don't tell you where I'm from. I'm actually from Utah. Yes, I live near Salt Lake City. I live in a town called Riverton. So, yeah, that's where I'm from. Oh, no, Terry, I will get with you and help you out on any of the difficulties. Sometimes if you're downloading it to an iPad, you have to have iBooks. So yeah, if you have any issues, please message me. I will help. I'll help. You know, make everything. We'll figure something out. Hi, Shelly. Shelly is actually the admin for Wreath Crafters Help and Ideas, and so she just popped in. Thank you. I am making a turkey wreath. It's kind of a brainchild, and I hope that it works out. So we're just making the body right now, and then we're going to add some fun feathers. Okay, looks like I only have 2 of the dark brown ones left, so we will see how it goes. Oh yeah, Terry, it's on your iPad, it's a little different. how you need to save it. So yeah, I'll help you out with that. Because the iPad, if you're downloading it to your iPad, it's a little different. Yeah, if you ever have problems, just go ahead and message me. If you have, if you have basic Wreath questions, I really, really try to go back and answer the ones that I see from my Facebook Lives. So, I can't tell you how much faster having this Bowdabra thing is, though. I used to have to stick everything in. You'd stick it in one at a time. So this really makes it a lot faster. Okay, so now I've done the outer ring, or at least half of the outer ring, and then I've done the inner half of the inner ring. So now I think I'm going to add, I think I might add three more ruffles for his body before we start doing his feathers. So all you do is you just take a pipe cleaner like this. Oh, it's your first time, Anne? Nice to meet you. Yes, Shelly, it is like having another set of hands. You have something to hold, yes. So to add the pipe cleaners, you just go down through one of the holes, and then you just come up through another one. So you just kind of thread it. And then you've got your twist tie. And it's in there. So, yeah, I wasn't the one who invented the plastic canvas idea, but it was a good one. Okay, so I've got one. I'm going to add 3. And then we'll see if that's enough. And people use deco mesh just using like the plastic stuff, and they can make some really fun shapes and things out of it. Okay, so I've got my 3 pipe cleaners in here now. Oh, you get my vision now, Shelly. I'm glad. Hopefully it's going to come together. So I'm going to add, so all I did was I just I just threaded the pipe cleaners through the back. And now I've got my front ready. Okay? All right, so let's grab 3 more. And then, the part I'm kind of nervous the most about is the feathers. Because I'm going to be using the 21-inch mesh, and I'm going to show you how to do the spiral technique. And usually when you do the spiral technique, you use the smaller 10-inch mesh. But this time I'm going to be using the big 21-inch mesh instead. So hopefully it will, hopefully it'll look cute and not be too huge. Oh, hi, Kenna. Kenna is another wreath making buddy. She makes wreaths and she's amazing. We're in one of the same classes from another person. Her name's Julie Samako of Southern Charm Wreaths. And anyway, we're in a class together. So Kenna is another really, really talented wreath maker. Alright, so now I am sticking. So I've added, I think it's going to work. I think it actually might work. Okay. I'm going to be really excited if this works how I envisioned it in my brain. And maybe somebody out there will think it's really cute, and hopefully they'll buy it from me. If not, I have a really fun Thanksgiving door wreath. So, yeah, if you guys are just like joining me for the first time, if you want to go ahead and like my page and share this, that would be awesome. It's kind of my cute little tip jar. I appreciate it. Oh, thanks for the hearts. And if you guys ever attempt to do, you know, some of these things that I show you how to do. So last night we did that really pretty poinsettia wreath. If you guys like ever make some of the things, oh, thank you guys. Thanks for the hearts. If you guys ever make some of the things that I show you, post them on my wall because I like to see what you guys do. Deborah, the stuff I'm putting my deco mesh in right now, it's called needle point canvas. You can get it back in the embroidery section in Hobby Lobby. That's where I get mine. That's where I found it anyway. So it just helps. If you want to add more mesh to your project. So, and I also think it's going to be really nice to hold up my turkey because my turkey sign is pretty heavy. Oh, thanks for sharing, Debbie. I appreciate that. Okay, so here is my last group of ruffles. Okay. And we're going to move to the feathers. Okay, so this is how it looks so far. So see how I've kind of got the body, okay? So let me look at my sign here. Okay, so here is the turkey so far. Okay, so now we are going to add his feathers. And I think it's gonna help having it puffed up like that. Vanessa, I cut my mesh 10 inches. That's how long my pieces are. And okay, so I'm going to teach you, this is called the spiral technique. And Usually, most of the time when you use it, you're using the 10-yard, the 10-inch rolls. But tonight, since I want my feathers to stand up, I'm going to use the 21-inch ones, okay? So all I did was I cut my 21-inch ones. I just put them on my utility mat. So you're going to want to get, if you're going to start doing wreath making, you're going to want to get a big utility mat. You're going to want to get the 36 size by 24. Because if you get a smaller one, it's not long enough when you want to cut on your rotary cutter. It's not long enough. So you want it to be long enough so you can cut. So anyway, all I did was I cut these into 10-inch sections, okay? So these are just 10-inch sections, and I used the 21-inch mesh, okay? What size wreath form am I using? It's just a 24-inch. Okay, so what you do is you just take the different sections and you roll them up just like, you would like roll little snakes. And then you have them in your hand like this, okay? And then I'm going to roll up another one. And you don't need to roll them extremely tightly. And then just kind of pinch it in the center. And then I'm going to do my last one here. And you just kind of roll it up like this. And then I'm sticking it in the center, okay? So now I have a bundle of 3, okay? So this is the feathers. Isn't this so cute? So I'm going to stick it in. I'm going to put it into the middle. I'm going to put the tie in the middle. Okay, so I've got all these. I'm pinching it in the center. And I'm going to do the outside ring first. So I'm just going to stick my, I'm just pinching them in the center of all of those 3. And then I'm just going to take my twist tie. And you want to pull it really tight so that the pieces fold in. Okay, so you kind of want to tell that twist tie who's boss. Okay, and then, see? See, that's our turkey leaf, our turkey feathers. I think it's going to work. I'm really excited. Okay, now I have 3 other colors. So I'm just going to so then I have like this green, and I have a burgundy, and then I have a burlap one that has the orange running through it, okay? And I'm just going to do the exact same thing with these ones, okay? So if you ever wanted to make, a wreath using the spiral technique that I'm showing you right here, you basically just do this around the entire wreath, but you just do it with 10-inch mesh. So see, all I did was I'm just gathering it up in my fingers. And then I'm putting them together. And then I forgot the twist. So if you twist it up like this, if you twist it, they're all going to stand up. Okay? I forgot the twist last time. Okay, so then I'm just going to open up my next tie and just slide it in the middle. And then again, you're just really going to want to let that twist tie know who's boss. Okay, so now I've got those different 3 colors, okay? So, oh, I think this is going to work. Woohoo! Where do I get my wreath forms from? You can actually get these kind at Hobby Lobby. I just got my wreath form from Hobby Lobby. You can get them, so make sure that you get them for 40% off. That's a trick with Hobby Lobby, is you can always get something 40% off. And so don't leave the store. If you download the app onto your phone, every time you go to Hobby Lobby, you can get one item 40% off. And they're not going to tell you that. So just download the app onto your phone, and then when you go to check out, whatever your most expensive item is, you just say, I want to use my coupon for, you know, I want to use my 40% off coupon for the wreath base. And one tip that I'll give you is, like at Christmas time, what they'll do is they'll put stuff on clearance after Christmas, and they'll put the wreath frames, since they're Christmas colors, they'll put the wreath frames on sale, you know, and it comes, you know, first it's like 60% off, and then it's like 80% off. So like I just grab a bunch of them at that point, and that's where I get some of mine. You can also get them at Craft Outlet. Like I said, you can get them at Craft Outlet. You can get them at Creative Gift Packaging. You can get them, if you have a wholesale license, you can get them at Sims. So there's lots of different places that you can go and get them. All right. Oh, thanks, Karen, for the compliment. I'm glad you like my wreaths, and I hope that I'm explaining it well. So thank you so much. So it's really, really, I promise you guys, it's not as hard as it looks. You're just making little snakes. And I kind of just pulled my colors. Sometimes I know people have a really hard time with like choosing colors. And if you look kind of at the accents on your main piece and use those for your main colors, that helps with choosing color. Okay, so now see how I've got all of them together. So now I'm just going to do a twist. I'm just twisting them in the center, and now they're standing up on both sides. So I'm just going to go ahead and put these in my twist ties. Okay, so I think I might be adding more feathers. Okay, so I've done the outer ring of it. So here it is so far. Like I said, it's going to be big. Alright, so now I'm going to do my inner ring. And then we'll see where we need to add some more feathers. Marilyn, I would cut it the same, 10 inches in length. Almost always, I have never cut mesh at a different length than 10 inches. Sometimes people say you can do 12. I usually cut everything at 10. Oh, dang, my iPad went out. Oh, there it came back. Let me just get it back to you guys so I can see your comments. Sorry. Always have to have some technical issue. Okay, there we go. You're back. Okay, so I've got another group, and then just remember, twist it in the center so that they all kind of stick up. Okay, now I'm gonna add it to the inner ring. And I'm trying to do opposite colors so I don't have the same colors on top of each other. Yeah, you can watch the entire... if you want to share the video to your page, like to your timeline, you can go back and watch the replay. You can also do that here. So when I get finished, it'll go to, it'll be posted on my page, so you'll be able to go back and watch it from the beginning. Or like I said, you can share it to your page. Okay, so I'm twisting it so that they stand up. And again, you really want to pull these tight. I did this one other time. I made like a giant firecracker using the 21-inch mesh and the spiral technique. It was fun. It was a big wreath, but it was fun. Okay, so... this is going to be a big wreath. But it's going to be a fat tub turkey, right? And we like our turkeys big. Okay, remember to twist it. Okay. So I did the outside and the inner ring, but can you see how much space I have left right here? So I'm going to add, I'm actually going to add some pipe cleaners to the actual frame, and then I will probably add 2 pipe cleaners to the plastic frame. So, and it would have been better if I had had brown pipe cleaners instead of black, but I don't. So... And you can actually make your own wreath bases if you want. I did that at the beginning for a while. I made my own bases. Yes, and I won't see him anyway because he's fat. That's very true. No one's going to see the pipe cleaners. So can you guys see how easy these methods are? Ruffle technique is not hard. The spiral technique is just rolling snakes. And then I think when I add the flowers and the bushes kind of stuff that I found, I think that'll add kind of a wild looking touch. I sat there forever in Hobby Lobby and I couldn't decide if I wanted to buy it or not. Then I was like, no, it's gonna be so cute. I'll just grab it. Okay, so now I'm gonna add, I'm adding 3 pipe cleaners to the plastic, okay? Oh, yes, Andrea. I could have put it in the Bowdabra, and if they were smaller, I would have put them in the Bowdabra to do it. But they were big enough that I could hold them in my hand, it wasn't too difficult. This is going to end up kind of like that fun. So somebody wanted me to do a black cat. And so we did a black cat, and he turned out really cute too. Okay, I'm just going to add 3 more, and then we'll be done having the deco mesh on there. And then I will show you how to place a heavy sign onto a deco mesh wreath. Oh, Cherie, I am making a turkey. I am making a turkey wreath. And you can always go back and watch the replay. And if you guys, if you share it, if you just join, if you share it, it'll go to your page so you can watch the replay. Or you can watch the replay here when I'm finished. It'll, you'll be able to have it go to a replay. Oh, Heather, you just got the ebook? Oh, great. I'm glad. I'm excited to get to know you better. I tried to make the ebook as affordable as I could. I know that it is hard when you're first starting out trying to make wreaths. Every dime is precious. So I tried to make it affordable, and I tried to give you everything in one spot. I know, Diana, I love the colors. The colors are working really well. I was a little nervous, but I kind of just looked at the sign on the turkey and just kind of saw what colors he had in him. And then I just used those. Okay, and then just don't forget to twist it. This is going to be a big turkey. Oh, Heather, you're doing a craft show? Good for you. Yeah, you better start getting all your stuff ready. All right, this is my last one. Yes, Diane, if you were doing the smaller, you would twist it also so that the ends pop up. You want them to pop up. So yeah, you would. I know, Diana, I'm like, I don't know if I want to ship it either. Once we put the sign on it, though, the sign is a little bit heavy, so it might smash it down a little bit. All right, well, I think we ended up covering this frame with a lot of mesh. And then we're going to put the cute turkey on here. All right, so there are his feathers. Let me kind of smash them down a little bit. Okay, so I hope you guys can see it. There he is so far. Okay. So give me a thumbs up if you like how it looks so far. Okay, now we're going to have the fun part. Oh, thanks, Jessica. You're so sweet. Okay, so now we're going to add a really fun face to the turkey. So let me kind of show you how to add a heavy sign, because this sign is pretty heavy. So number one, you never want to glue a sign to the mesh, because if you glue a sign to the mesh, it's just going to slide and make the mesh droop. So don't ever glue a sign to the mesh. You're going to want to wire it. Okay, so on this sign, since it was so heavy, what I had to do was I had to screw eye hooks into it. Okay, so how you do that is you just take a hammer and a nail, and you just kind of create a little hole for yourself. And then you take the eye screws and you screw them into the wood. So I don't know if you guys can see them. So there's one right here. There's one right here, and there's one right here, and then I put another one over here. So those are what, so when you have a heavy sign, you want to use eye screws. They're called eye screws. Okay, so oh, it's so cute. It's going to be really fun. Okay, so what I need to do now is decide how I want him, how high up I want him to go. And I kind of need to find, he's cute, huh? Okay, so I'm going to hang this up here. Actually, that might be a little too high. Okay, now I'm just going to kind of measure where I kind of want him to go. Okay, you always want to hang up your wreath to start working on it, to put stuff in there, so that you make sure you're putting it in the center. Oh, awesome, Judy. Been at the fair, huh? Okay, so then what you're going to do is you're going to take some heavy-duty wire, and you're going to thread it through the eye screws. So I'm going to do that right now. You're just going to want to twist it a few times so that it's tight. It does look cute. I'm thrilled. I get these crazy ideas in my head, and it's so fun when they work out. This is the best part about crafting for me, is using my imagination instead of doing the dishes. It's coming up with creative ideas. Yes, I got the turkey from Hobby Lobby. I did. What gauge wire is this? I think it's 22. I'm not exactly sure since I don't have the but yeah, you can find this sign at Hobby Lobby. And if you guys, seriously, if you make anything that I've shown you how to do, please post it on my wall. Because I would love to see your creations. Okay, so all I did was I wired through the eye holes. Okay. Okay, so I'm just gonna thread the wire through all of the mesh down to the frame, okay? You want to secure everything to the frame. If you're adding ornaments, anything, any sign, anything that's like really heavy, wire it to the frame. It's just more stable than just hot glue. And another tip to keep it from smashing your mesh down, you don't have to pull it so tight. And also having the mesh underneath it helps pop up a heavy sign. So that's another reason why I use this plastic canvas. It kind of helps hold the heavy sign up. Okay, so all I'm doing is I'm just putting the wire onto the wired frame. Lisa, I need to do, I need to start a YouTube channel. I have a lot of videos. You can see all my videos from my Facebook page. Oh dang, the ice screw fell out. I might have to hot glue this. Okay. For insurance on the ice screws, go ahead and shoot it with some hot glue just to make sure it doesn't fall out. I've never, oh, thanks, Jen. I'm glad you just got the book. I hope you like it. I hope it helps. And if you need any help, I am there to answer your questions in the free Facebook group. My Facebook page is called Wishing Well Wreaths. So if you want to like my Facebook page, it's just Wishing Well Wreaths. So facebook.com/Wishing Well Wreaths. And if you want to see my tutorials, they're all in my videos section on my page. So you can just go to my page, and then off on the left hand side, you'll see some words. And the first word you'll see will say home, and then the next one will be posts, and then the third one down will be videos. And if you click on that, it'll open up and it'll show you all the videos that I've done. I just need to get uploading. I just need to upload them all onto YouTube. I've been writing the book for 6 months, and it took a long time. So yes, there's always one other thing that I need to do. Alright, so I'm just wiring him on. I had to wait for the hot glue to dry. Sorry, guys. Yes, May, I do sell my wreaths. It depends on the wreath and how much like materials I use on it. That's kind of how I determine how much I sell my wreaths for. Oh, thanks, Jeannie. Yeah, it's cute. Watch it from the front. Watch it from the beginning. Okay, so I just have to screw his little head on here. And then I will show you. It looks really cute. You could kind of see part of it from there while I wired this on. Okay, so now we've got our cute little turkey. He looks like this. Let's see. Can you guys see him? No, you can't see him if I do that. Let me hold him straight. Okay. Okay, so that's how he looks right now. Okay, and then all I'm going to do is, I got this at Hobby Lobby, so I thought I would just put a few of these in there. And I won't glue them tonight. I'll just let you guys see what it looks like. So I just thought this would add kind of a fun element to it if I just kind of, you know, stuck a few of these kind of fun feathery things in here. Just kind of hiding in the mesh, just kind of making it a little bit more frilly. So anyway, you guys kind of get the picture. Yeah, so there's the turkey. What do you guys think? Did he turn out good? You guys see him good? I think it turned out really cute. I'm ecstatic it turned out good. Yes, I love it when my brain children work out. And it's a big wreath, but it's a fun one. So, again, let me see. So, I think, I'm glad you guys like them. I'm glad you liked it. It turned out really cute. So, if you end up making a turkey, let me see it, okay? And the next project I think I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to do the burlap ruffle wreath. And what you'll need is, it's kind of like a frame like this, except it's a little bit, I'll use a little bit bigger sized one. And I'm going to use this, it's got pearls on the end of it. You don't have to have pearls. I got this at Walmart. So anyway, that's probably the next one I'll do. But I'll come on and I'll let you know. My next live will be on Saturday at 6 o'clock. And yeah, it'll be a surprise for right now. So don't forget to, if you don't mind, liking and share my page. And again, tonight is the last night that my book, you can get the $10 off the price. And so if you use the code, all capital letters, book, and then the number 10 with no spaces, that'll get you $10 off on the price. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it tonight, and I hope I see you again. And thanks. And I'll give you one last look, and then I will go turn the camera off. So here he is. I really love how it turned out. Have a good night, you guys.